Business and religious leaders, fundraisers and charity workers from across Britain's Muslim communities attended the Foreign Office reception. The Foreign Secretary David Miliband hosted the event, which celebrated Islamic Relief's 25 years of providing humanitarian assistance around the world. Mr. Miliband said he had experienced the charity's work at first hand, including in refugee camps for internally displaced people, known as IDP camps.
But I do want to use this event to celebrate the way in which Britain's Muslim community has come together with the British government to be a force for good around the world. And I have seen with my own eyes, in IDP camps in Pakistan, the difference that Islamic Relief makes. I have heard from people across the Middle East that they know about Islamic Relief, and they know about the bonds of connection that it represents from British Muslims right around the world. And I think that is something to celebrate. And I also would like to say that I think it's entirely appropriate that we use occasions like this to celebrate the contribution of Britain's 2 million Muslims to national and international life.
Wherever the gaps are, Islamic Relief is there to fill
Islamic
the gaps.
Relief was founded 25 years ago in a small office in the British city of Birmingham. Today it has 100 branches in more than 40 countries worldwide, employing over 2,000 people. But Mr. Miliband said the organisation faced still more challenges in its next 25 years.
We have major work to do if we are to address the major sources of grievance that pull apart countries in the West into Muslim-majority countries. I'm thinking especially of the statelessness of the Palestinians. I'm thinking especially of the instability in Afghanistan and Pakistan. I'm thinking especially of the global inequality that afflicts too many Muslims in too many parts of the world. And I believe that these struggles, struggles for justice, struggles for stability, struggles for greater equality, are struggles that should unite us across boundaries of faith and race and region and religion. I see a room of proud British Muslims, but I also see a room of global citizens, people who through Islamic Relief want to make a difference for Muslims, but also for people of other faiths around the world, strong in the knowledge that we won't solve the problems that we face together unless we address them together. And if that is a theme that comes through tonight that we can take away from tonight, then we will have more than justified the importance of this event.
The man who founded Islamic Relief said there were still many gaps for the organisation to fill.
My message to every one of us is to develop a new philosophy called fill the gap. There's a lot of gaps need to be filled, and we need to fill this. And when we fill these gaps, we need to produce product that the community is in need. Also, we need to translate our iman, our faith into action. Productive action. Productive action that can help the larger and the greater community. And this is Islam in a greater framework. How can we translate our belief into action which can save humanity?
Islamic Relief provided direct assistance to some 3 million people last year and raised more than £60 million. Its efforts are directed at alleviating the effects of natural disasters, as well as supporting the education and welfare of children, especially of orphans.
The bulk of our work, of course, is in terms of responding to emergencies. So, for example, the Indonesian earthquake, tsunami, times of conflict, situations like in Myanmar. So, of course, it's responding to people's urgent needs, whether it be shelter, food, health needs, water and sanitation. That's our primary area of expertise, and that's an area we continue to work in for the next 25 years and beyond.
Islamic Relief currently runs 360 projects in 35 countries. It intends to redouble its aid and assistance in its next quarter of a century.